And I'd like to know really, when did you first get involved with Valley's Kids?
Um, Approximately 2010 or so. I'd been coming to the building, to the pop factory since 2000 or even before then, being friendly with Emma who had it before, and Gymru. I was involved with Gymru, and so I was coming back and forth all the time, and then Valley's Kids sort of came in, and I was making an album and I needed an album cover, so I came to Valley's Kids to do drawings from the kids, and that was my first involvement with Valley's Kids itself.
So that was an album that you created yourself?
Yeah.
And then the artwork was done?
Yeah.
So can you tell us then how that relationship developed? Because I know from personal experience you've got a very strong connection with Valley's Kids, and in particular this building, the factory.
It was very much give and take. The factory itself is, or Valley's Kids as it is, has always been quite a community project as far as I'm concerned. I've always come across here and used the building for various things, whether it's recording, whether it's the people involved in the place. We've worked together on various things. So therefore, the building and the people inside it have given me quite a bit. So therefore, being a local businessman anyway, I tend to try and give back a little bit. So it's a two-way. Yeah.
So can you tell us some examples of how you've been involved with Valley's Kids? You know, you were a very giving person. You raise a lot of money and you spend a lot of your time doing these things. So let the modesty go. Can you just give us an example of some of the things that you've done to support things in the community for Valley's Kids at the moment?
Okay. Through COVID, I was doing a food round that was two different rounds. One was for kids meals, and that was through Ynyswen, but the contact came again from here. And then as far as this particular place is concerned, I was also doing a food round through COVID for families.
Yeah. And you say the food round, during COVID we were handing out food bags, food parcels.
Yeah.
And you covered a huge area in your van, didn't you? Because you said, you mentioned Ynyswen, but that's one of the Valley's Kids buildings, and you'd go up there weekly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and so how far did you travel to do this?
It was from Ynyswen all the way down to Tonypandy, sort of a nice big circle.
Yeah. And then for the food parcels and the food bags?
That was all over Ponty as well, in the valleys.
Yeah.
But bear in mind that COVID, being COVID, it also gave back to me because I was getting out and about every day. So where a lot of people were stuck in the house, I did have that freedom through doing this.
Yeah.
So not quite a one-way, a two-way thing. It was, there's a selfish element to this as well.
But it was great because you know, we knew that we could rely on you, and that you were able to give those services, and you've raised money through some of the events you had here, because you work closely, I know, with Rob Reid.
Yeah.
That we interviewed earlier. So can you just give us an idea of some of the things that you've done in the building and the people that you've worked with?
Mainly through gigs, I think, is the main fundraisers who come through gigs. But then I've also worked with, say, Steve from Spectacle Theatre and other people in the theatre side of the building. Was it Stagecoach? I can't remember the name. Larry and Denise. Chainworks, that was it. That's close, isn't it? I've also worked with Chainworks, or at least had their advice on things. I've asked them because they've been here, and the joy of the building courses, there's different people from different areas that you can ask advice about. Even when the radio was working, there was people there to talk to about this or that.
Yeah, because Radio Platform is still here.
Right.
And we still have that connection with them. They're
Okay.
here every week. So you had, you worked with them as well then?
We've crossed paths.
Okay.
Not so much work together, but crossed paths and giving each other advice or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the nice thing about this building, isn't it?
Of course. Of course.
So many different organisations and people from the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and I think it's nice because sometimes I hear you because you rehearse here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got so many different projects going on, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just in this country that you work as well, is it? So what else do you do? Would you like to say, or would you rather not?
I say I go to Calais every 2 or 3 months, taking stuff over for refugees. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I've worked in camps out there as well.
Yeah, and I know you raise some of the money that you raise through your concerts, your fundraising concerts, helps support this.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, so,
yeah.
And it's been a privilege really to see and hear your concerts here, and to hear all the amazing things that you're doing. So, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Only regarding, and probably just duplicate what I've already said, is that there's so many things that go on in the factory that it's from a creative point of view, there's always somebody to talk to regarding a project, whatever project I'm working on or anybody else is working on. Somebody can talk to somebody else rather than go all over the place to get advice that maybe costs them money, but there's somebody here that can actually give them that. And then you also have things like Dawn with the pottery, the art classes, all the different stuff. It's community, and that's the community shop downstairs is fantastic. So it's just great to have this in the community.
Well, thank you very much for your time.